Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right. Get a stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Welcome back to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on because I am the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works, it gives me the opportunity to be able to work on those things. And I got some new solar panels, right? And so I'm kind of like trying to get like the levels right as far as, because I think it's because I have like 100-foot cable or a couple 100-foot cables, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting out of the solar panels. So I'm thinking I might order shorter ones, maybe like at least half or something, because I kind of have it out there pretty far. But um, yeah, so I'm just kind of like, so I have things plugging into other things and charging other stuff and trying to get to like a good level across all of them. And so yeah, so I'm working on that and putting together some boxes and stuff. I don't know if you can see it right there. So, and I'm 3D printing some stuff there, and I still have to do some post radio show promo stuff. But yeah, so Until the Dot Works gives me the opportunity to be able to set aside time to work on these things. But otherwise, if I didn't have like this, I'd probably be like watching anime or something and not actually getting stuff done. So Until the Dot Works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. And within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, reading manuals about solar panels and stuff, or whatever it is that you're working on. And just as long as you're focused on that thing. Then break sessions of these, well, around 15 minutes after the hour, I'll pop up here to remind you to take a break. You know, you can get up, walk around, drink some water, and or watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Either way, let your mind relax and not think about the thing that you're just working on. Now, like I mentioned, I'll pop up on here on the video. If you ever come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. That's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why I have the notice there saying that you may need to click play to start the stream. Then below that are 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. Next to that notice, I forgot, there's an open close caption button. And if you click that, a space will open up next to the video. And I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And so hopefully in that space, the words I am saying will be transcribed accurately and placed in there. Then, again, like I mentioned, those 2 buttons, don't worry about them, they're broken. There's a countdown timer counting when the next break session happens or next work session starts. And then if you like to join the room, chat, ask questions, you can do that with the join the room link there. All right, let me show you what the work session looks like. Again, these are like 45 minutes, heads down, just focus work. Okay, share, there you go. If you notice in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. On the left is an audio player, so if you want to listen to some tunes while you're working on what you're working on, you can do that there. Here towards the center, we have a to-do section where it says add a task. You type in your task, hit enter or the plus button, and it'll add it to the list. You can edit the task by clicking the text. You can delete it by clicking the X button, or if you want mark and complete, click the checkbox. That'll send it to the done section here. And if you click the header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a new tab, and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing out all the things you got completed, and next to them like little check marks. So for me, it's like a cool visual way of showing, oh, I got some stuff done, feeling good going into the week. All right, then on the right column, there's a countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. If you were to click that, let's say you don't really have a thing that you want to work on, but you still kind of want to feel productive. You just want to don't want to lay around or anything. And you heard web development sounds pretty cool, but you don't know where to start. I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through it, I think at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing it. Then, let's say you're already into web development, but you don't have like a project that you want to work on. I have links to some tutorials that I think if you take them and at the end, it may get your creative juices going to where you can extend the tutorials or maybe come up with something brand new. So, like I mentioned, I have 3 links to the tutorials that are on the Vonage developer platform. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are to look over tutorials. So one of them is you follow the tutorial, you end up with an application that has an input box and a call button. You put in your real world phone number in that input box, hit call, and your real world phone will ring. I have one that's the opposite where you get a virtual number, you connect that to the application you create following that tutorial, and from your real world phone, you can call that virtual number and you answer in your browser. So I think it's pretty cool stuff there. And then one where 2 users log in to an application and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation. So those are there. Hako, we'll come back to show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. Now, Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on what you're working on, or maybe you want some feedback, you can create a Hako, which is like a room that you can invite people to join. And then the hope is that together as a collective, you'll be able to come up with a solution or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So if you were to click View Hako, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to request to join the room. I also add the ability to have a filter by keyword list. So if maybe there's a specific topic or subject you're looking for, maybe it's in the list, and you can narrow the Hakos down by that. Now, when you click Create a Hako, you present with this form, you put in the title and 3 keywords. You hit Create, it will generate a unique URL that you can then copy or click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. Title here at the top. Over on the right-hand side, you can leave with the leave button. Open the menu for some more options. We got a text chat here. We'll come back to that. On the left-hand side is another countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, that's like 15 minutes after the hour. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically join your room. They're going to be requesting to join your room. So you'll be able to see who's requesting because they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help or feedback on a thing that you're working on. I think by being able to show everyone exactly what you're seeing, you'll be able to provide the context that will allow them to get you the help or feedback on a thing that you're working on because they're seeing what you're seeing. The way you communicate with the Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat here to the right. You put in your message here towards the bottom and hit send. It'll add it to the list of messages. I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. Now, but don't worry for the folks that don't have audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Then I also have the ability to enable text-to-speech. So if you're looking at maybe another tab or window and you still want to follow along what's going on in the chat room, any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. And so that way you can still follow along. And then that's pretty much it for that. And then again, you can check out all the different Hakos that have been created. And cool. I'm going to get y'all back to work because I still haven't done the post-radio show promo stuff. I want to start the gluing up of the box, the things that go on top of the box, so I can hopefully package it and get it all ready to be shipped this weekend. And yeah. And then hopefully the sun will keep giving me its juice to be able to charge these things here. So, but everything is printing. Everything's coming out okay. There's one printer that's kind of weird, so I have it printing a job that's not that like need to be that like fine tuned. So we'll see. And the other one, I try to take out the filament and it's stuck in there, stuck real good. So I'm gonna have to go in there and like do something. I don't know. So we'll see. I might have to take out the nozzle if it's stuck in the nozzle. Hopefully it's not stuck in the extruder. I don't know. So I don't even know if I want to deal with that today because I got a bunch of stuff. I have a buffer worth of stuff that it was printing that I might be able to get away a couple of days. I don't know. We'll see. But again, I'm going to get y'all back to work. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to send y'all off with some traveling music. This right here is an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, formerly known as, or probably still known as, A Butta. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. And again, this is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butta. Thank you. All right, y'all. Be easy. Peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when the brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody said yeah. We spread love like yeah. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when the brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel